Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is episode 1 of my gameplay series on Hutan Pantai. Yes, here we are. So we just got in, we took a little boat in we were in a larger ship, but yeah, we took a little boat in the last little distance here. We landed in a bigger city that was across the water over there than this boat, gave us a ride across. So here we are to our new life in Hutan Pantai. We've come out here because there is a big demand for farming. A lot of the farmland is kind of, there's just not a lot being done with it, and there's a lot of demand for agriculture to happen here, and there's a bit of a rice shortage. So we're going to try to grow some rice, hopefully. That's going to be kind of the goal here, is to kind of do some of that sort of stuff. What do we have for settings? Let's go over some of that stuff. For our game settings, economy mode is going to be normal. Seasonal growth, yes. Days per month, 1. Snow's off. Crop destruction's off. Periodic plowing is on. Fieldstone is off. Lime is on. Weeds are off. Disaster instruction is enabled. And then, yeah, the rest of that stuff is just not really as important. That's the main thing there. Now, what do we have? We have $500,000. However, it did cost us quite a bit to get over here. Maybe not as much as I said. And we were also in debt before that, we'll say as well. You can ignore some of this through here. I fast-forwarded time so we could actually start in March instead of August. So this was loan interest on the loan, and I just reimbursed us that because we are starting right now. So we have $500,000 and $750,000 in loan. So we are at a net negative of $250,000, which we can't even borrow anymore. That's just what we have. So we have to spend our money very wisely is kind of what we have to do. So yeah, now the good thing is when we go to sell long grain rice or wet rice due to the demand through the series, we will always get a 20% bonus. Everything else sells normally, but if we do rice, we get a 20% bonus off the sell price. So if I sell it for, well, $18.75 there, I'll get $18.75 per 1,000 liters plus 20% on top of that because of the high demand right now. So that's kind of my way I've kind of set this series up. It's not like a roleplay series or anything like that. Yeah, there's not like a specific storyline, but we're going to try to make some good money doing our thing and hopefully growing some rice. So this is my rice farmer series, and that's kind of what we're going to do. So first off, well, we need some land. So if we go in here, we take a look. I did kind of think about starting over here, but I really don't want to start with the starting farm. I kind of want to do something different, you know? I don't want to really start with like a pre-built farm. I also thought about using that farm, but ultimately I decided to do our own thing. And it seems like this area here is pretty flat, and there's some kind of starter smaller fields over here. So I think we could set up a nice farm area over here, I think that would be good. It's $70,000 for that. Holy smokes, that one's expensive because it has all that space over there. Well, that's a bit of a downside. $82,000 for that. 101, 163. That one's 119. Maybe what we'll do is we'll start with that's 70 for that. Yeah, I think we'll start with that one. Let's start with this one to start. We're gonna go ahead and buy that. That's a little bit of our money. Now, there should be a little bit of space over here, hopefully, to park some stuff. I think it's pretty hilly on that side of it. This part's flat, but I think this is going to be kind of hilly. We'll have to kind of see when we get over there. So we need some equipment as well. We got to get some equipment. Now, it is March, and if we look at the seasonal calendar here, long grain rice, and then where is rice? Rice, I think, is what we're going to get into first, because I think it's just going to be, the equipment, honestly, is cheaper to get into regular rice first, because it's $125,000 to get a harvester and the planter for it. So that's going to be kind of our goal, is to get that going in April. We also could plant it in May, which we may do, and I'll explain why we're going to do that potentially. But let's go ahead and buy something here. We need something to transport the rice to market and to kind of get around the map. So let's go ahead and get, this guy with an extension here got the hiccups for some reason. I kind of want to change the color. Maybe we'll do like a custom color. Maybe do custom. I don't know if I necessarily want that. Maybe like a metallic orangish color. Maybe that, maybe metallic. Select that. It's not too bad. I don't mind that much. Maybe a little bit darker orange. Let's add that to favorites. Well, hopefully saves that. There we go. Okay, I kind of like that. It's a little bit deeper of an orange. Stands out a little bit. Let's go ahead and go with that. Let's get a trailer hitch. I don't know if we'll use it or not, but let's get it at least for now. So we have it. Okay, $49,000 for that. That was actually more expensive. I should have paid attention to the price. I thought it was cheaper than that. Gotta be careful. Okay. I did think about we could potentially get, there's not really a small, well, this is kind of a small Low loader here. Something to tow our equipment around because we don't really want to drive it on the roads. This guy's $30,000. Maybe we'll, we could also potentially lease it. 1606 to get our stuff back to the yard or back to wherever we're going to be. Let's go ahead and do that. I think it'll hook up to our... Hopefully it will. Let's actually just tab over to... This could have just been a waste of money here. We're hemorrhaging cash faster than we need to already. Oh, no. Oh, alright, well. We'll still hold on to it for a second because... Oh, gosh. We don't need to go all out and buy the harvester yet, but if we're going to go down to special crops, we need this to plant for sure. We're going to buy that. 25,000 bucks, cheapest thing we bought so far, honestly. We don't need a lot right now. We'll probably need something like a small tractor and something for fertilization. So, yeah, we kind of... Is there anything on sale? I guess I should have checked that first. Oh my gosh, I could have bought that stupid trailer. This is just a nightmare. I guess I can do wide on there too. I think we will probably buy that. Maybe not the wide, but we'll probably end up coming back here to buy that in a second. First, let's actually get something that can tow it, because it'll be nice to be able to haul our equipment around as needed if we need to go to different rice fields and stuff like that. We know the locals don't get too happy if you're driving really slow equipment on the roads. So they don't really like tractors either, but sometimes it just kind of is what it is. So there are a few different options for tractors. We got some kind of cheaper ones in here. That one does up to 90 horsepower. We need it to be able to do the fertilizing spreading. So, I mean, it's got to be able to have a front weight on it at a minimum. Bigger engine. And then if we did, is there a front weight? I don't know if that's going to be enough. I mean, what kind of fertilizer spreader are we looking at here? I know there's a lot of shopping. That's just how kind of every series kind of starts, though. I mean, I got to get stuff done. Oh, we could use that guy to start. That's probably what we're going to do just to start off being super, super cautious with our money. And we can get a super cheap tractor. Let's buy that. And then we need to grab... Where is the tractors here again? Then I think we could use this guy to do the work. That's... Have 90 horsepower when we upgrade it. It's got a little bit more. 112, 116. That's $20,000 more, though. Yeah, let's use this little Massey. It'll be a good way to start off, I think. That doesn't matter a whole lot. We don't need front fenders on it. We don't really need beacon lights. Definitely need the front weight. Oh, and I can get a front loader too, which is going to be important because we're going to have to load some fertilizer up. So that'll be actually really good. Yeah, quickie, that'll be fine. Okay, let's go ahead and buy that. I'm sure that'll pull that trailer as well. And then we need pretty much the smallest front loader we can get. This guy right here. Buy that guy. Costs are going up, but it's going to be okay. Front loader tools. Could do big bags. I think we'll go pallets just to be safe because, yeah, I think we'll go, and we can use the pallet forks too to move other stuff around. So we'll do that. Okay, let's do that. This guy we can get back to the farm here in a little bit. Let's pull him off to the side. Oh, yeah, we're already a fair amount into this. Let's make sure this all hooks up. That does still seem like a large front loader attachment for this tractor. Maybe it's not, though. If I can actually get it on there. There we go. Okay, you know what? Actually, that seems pretty reasonable for this guy. Okay. Now, obviously, it can hook up to this. I'm sure it can. Yeah, okay. We'll want the trailer to be able to come... We don't want to... So we're going to want to buy the harvester later. So I know this is going to be kind of... It's going to seem kind of stupid. Let's go to vehicles here. Where is our leased one? This one, leasing. Let's go ahead. We're going to return that, which I know we just wasted $1,600 for no reason. But it's just going to be better in the long run if we buy this, I think. We don't need the... Is there a free option there? Standard. Yeah, we don't need anything crazy on it. 8846. Okay. Let's hook this bad boy up. Okay. Unfold that down. I was about to say, it won't let me detach it. I was like, that's going to be kind of lame. We'll need to put this on there because this is going to tow everything back. How much is a fertilizer holder before I decide if I want to... Oh, and it's going to be under containers, right? Fertilizer tanks, 23,500. That's quite a bit, but it'll make our lives a lot easier instead of dealing with... I know I just bought this for pallets, though, so that's... We'll start off with pallets if we have some more extra money towards maybe the end of this year, because we still have to build a rice field. We still got other stuff we got to do, so we'll hold off for now. I'm going to just back this up and set this on there. If I can actually get on there. There we go. Just set that up there. Okay, and then we're going to buy some fertilizer because we're here anyways. We're going to try to grow our own, whatchamacallit. Do I want to use big bags? I guess they're both the same price, so we might as well do the one that's going to be easier for our pallets, probably. We don't want to get 8, maybe 4. 4 should be more than enough to get us started. I'm hoping I can put 2 of these on at a time. I'll probably honestly keep them on this trailer since we own the trailer now. Oh. Yep, that's going to be a bit of a problem. Okay, so the answer is we cannot put 2 on at a time. Okay, well, that's that. That's kind of a frustration. I mean, with a rear weight, we could do it, but I don't think I really want to invest in a rear... Well, we might almost need a rear weight anyways. Yeah, we kind of need a rear weight. We're just hemorrhaging cash. Everything is totally fine, totally normal. I have like a plan in my head every time I get going with something, and then who knows what actually happens. Let's do a pack 1000. That should be something that's got a little bit of a kick to it, but nothing too crazy. Yeah, this thing needs... Oh, I need to go the other way to pick it up, don't I? Crud. Alright, let's loop around here. You know, it's much easier said than done with this setup that we have that we're running. Oh, gosh. Okay, here we go. Here we go. There we go. Alright, much better. Now let's see if we can do 2 at a time here. Because I bet we can with this setup now. Put that weight on the back. That should help us out quite a bit. Okay, set this down right next to... There we go. Pretty much right there. That's perfect. Oh yeah, you can feel it feels heavy, but we can do it. All right, there we go. We're just gonna drive these straight up onto here. Oh nope, we gotta actually hit the trailer, right? Can I strap down that front? Oh good. Yeah, let's strap that spreader on there so I don't chuck that off somehow. Knowing my luck, I would do that. Did this have... No, we need automatic engine start turned off. Automatic engine start, where you at? Off. Yeah, I don't want that on. I want to be able to turn it on and off as I choose. Whoa, what's going on here? What is happening here? That was weird. We're going like through the trailer for a second. Very strange. Okay. Oop, easy, too far on the trailer. Oh, and do we even need a fertilizer spreader? That thing fertilizes, and rice only requires 1. Gosh, we are just a mess. Well, we bought it. Thankfully, we didn't invest too much. I mean, we still need the fertilizer, don't get me wrong. I am not remembering anything about this. You guys are probably going to be very angry with me in the comments. Come on now. Get those off of there. This is going very poorly as well. Goodness. Oh, my goodness. I just want to shove those up further. Come on now. Oh, my gosh. This is just going very poorly. All right, that's it's terrible. How much fertilizer this hold? 250 liters, of course. Not enough to get rid of one of those pallets. I'm gonna try to shove those pallets on a little bit further with this guy. Guess I probably should have moved my other tractor out of the way first, but that's okay. It's just a train wreck waiting to happen. Every part of this. Just impaled myself in my pallet forks. Let's lower that down. Just to shove. Nope. Raise it up to shove? Nope. Okay. This is... Alright. No one look. No one look. These are in the trailer. They're falling in the trailer. I feel like there's something wrong with this trailer. I feel like this stuff shouldn't fall through the trailer that bad. But, anyhow. We own the equipment to do this, to move stuff. So just in the interest of my sanity and your guys' time, we're just going to cheat a little bit here. I know. Console players will be upset with me because they don't have the opportunity to do this. Well, I guess they have liftable pallets now, so they do technically have the ability to do that. All right, those are strapped down. Let's just get this stupid thing on here. All right. There we go. Now we got to see if the Massey will actually pull this. Let's turn it off. That is not one of the ones that has a hitch in the back, is it? So I got to set this weight somewhere. Oh, sweet goodness. This is just a train wreck. Load this weight on here. Oh gosh, this is not going good. Come on now. All right, we're gonna hope for the best with that. Let's see if this is actually gonna be okay. Perfect. There we go. Make sure everything's strapped down. I feel like that trailer is just being weird. All right, I'm going to drive our stuff back to the farmyard, and I'll bring you guys back in when I get it over there, and we will talk more about our plans. All right, we are back at our farm. I got all our stuff here. Our first problem is, well... we kind of need more land. And I'm thinking, if we buy this chunk of land, which is $100,000, I know it's a lot, but then we could do 2 fields of rice probably. It gives us this whole chunk. We own like a little, this little triangle. The rest of this is part of this piece of land. So if we have all that, we could kind of set up our farmyard down here, which is kind of something that we kind of need to have. And the reason, I didn't even know there's a nice little bike path there. But anyhow, we need places to put stuff. We got to get some important stuff on this farm. Let's buy that. All right, there we go. Now, the first thing and foremost, well, I guess the first and foremost thing we need to put down, well, we're going to need to level this out, aren't we? This is kind of rough here. We're not the, well, we should probably level it a little bit. That's going to cost us some money. We need, how much is the greenhouse I need? I need a rice sapling greenhouse. $3,000. Thank goodness this thing is cheap as can be. Now, again, we can make money off other source of income, so we can put other greenhouses down, but let's focus on getting the stuff we need for our rice. And then we also need to get rice fields in. So let's see. If we leveled this out, I kind of want to base it off of right here, right? I think that would be the smartest. Let's make it more intense. We really got to watch our money here. Is it even... There we go. I wasn't on my land. That makes sense. Make go one bigger. Really got to be careful. We can beautify it later if needed. I don't want to go crazy. It's not letting me go further this way, which is kind of bizarre. I think, personally. So I'm pretty sure we own this area. But at least it's letting us do a nice little bit there. All right, a nice little plateau to start. I think right about there is probably, that's pretty good. Okay. I don't know why it won't let us do stuff over here. Let's try to smooth. Won't let us smooth a little bit of that part, but I don't really want too much of that smooth. That's okay. That'll be fine. That looks decent. Okay. We spent about 10 grand on that. That's fine. Let's get our greenhouse in. Okay. Now they're going to spawn to the right of that. Okay. I don't want to go too crazy. We can probably have it pretty close to the road for now. Maybe a little bit back. Maybe like right here. See, it's definitely off a little bit. Let's see how bad that makes the terrain. Actually, that did pretty good. That did pretty good, actually, with how that's sitting. It does bother me that it's not super... Is that asphalt they put in? Interesting, they put asphalt around it. I would have thought they put something different. I hate that we don't have this in a triangle, or not a triangle, circle. But there's no way to change that, is my understanding. Oh, goodness gracious. I want to be able to paint anywhere. Is there a mod for that out? Is paint anywhere's out already, isn't it? I might have to get that landscape anywhere mod, because this should all be our land here. We definitely need to do a little bit of work with this through here, just to kind of smooth it out a little bit. All right, that's good enough. I don't really care that some of that doesn't look as good as it could be. Now, one thing I did kind of forget about is we need a water tank of some kind. This looks really stupid. I'm gonna have to get that paint anywhere mod put in here. We do have to get water to this. Overall, if we're doing mostly rice, this is going to be way better to have the greenhouse. Eventually, we'll really work this area to our advantage eventually. But for now, it's going to be a little bizarre. But yeah, so getting water here. Let's take a look at what we got for. There's no water tanks in sale. Of course, why would there be? Oh, that's... I didn't even know this trailer existed. This says fuel. Let's go... barrels. Yeah, we could get like, I mean, honestly, that's kind of what we can afford. And it doesn't take a lot of water, so that's honestly more than enough, actually. Room color. I wish I could adjust the color of the tank, but that'll be fine. We'll grab that. We should have... Oh, I did install one of... I might put one of Omatana's water taps in here. That's actually almost certainly what I'm going to do. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Yeah, probably this guy right here. Put that right there. There, we have a place to get water. We can send our truck can probably hold that, or probably pick up this. Kind of hitch, yeah, that our truck can grab this and move that around. So that'll be nice, at least there. Okay. So, next thing we got to do is, well, we got to get this stuff probably off of this land over here, because we got to make these into rice fields, which is going to be, oh, it's going to be interesting. Now, is there a way to kind of drive down? Oh, not quite. A little rough there, but that's okay. Nope, not that guy. It's getting this one. Let's just move this just over around the corner here. Okay. We're doing what we can with what we've got, so that's what we can do. Alright, let's go to cultivation. This could be... Alright, 169. This could be quite expensive. Now, where do I want the water activation? Probably up over here, I would think, actually. Yeah, probably right there. Yeah, okay. Go across over there. We go down here. Ooh, so let me get close to... It's a little frustrating. I want to get closer to that area there. Okay. So that looks great. That's going to be... Oh, that's really going to mess things up. If I lower that... How low can I get that? I would rather this end be kind of... Yeah, that might be... I probably should save the game before I do this. This is going to be horrific. Gosh. All right, that's just... Oh, no. I hit remove last corner. I just need to... I hit the wrong button for finish. Okay. Overlaps in our object? What other object? Oh, this is frustrating. Okay, let's get out of that. Yeah, cancel it. Let's save the game here real quick. Auto saves off, so we're good. All right. What object are you overlapping with? Toggle snapping off. No, I want all that to be on. Okay. Let's try again over here. We'll put that like right across there. We'll try to stay out of everyone's way. Maybe this is the problem. It didn't like this corner. Can't imagine that it would. I want to say it's probably down by the road here. So if we go a little further from these, maybe these power lines might be the problem that it has. If we go like right there. Okay. And then if we lower that pretty much down to... Okay, that worked. I didn't think about the fact that that would be buried in there, but that's okay. I'm okay with this. Okay, so how much did that charge? Holy smokes, our money just took a nosedive, but we have a rice field. It's not the best rice field, but it is our rice field. And we can go ahead and start, well, I guess it doesn't matter because we're going to have to flood it when we go to plant it. Okay, this is something. It is something. This is going to end up being a hill up to our farm up there that we drive down. Okay, well, it is what it is. We need to put in our rice field in, though, because there's no... We got to maximize our yield off of the first year, especially it's not going to be... We're not going to be doing too great. Well, we already buried that one in there, so we might as well do the same thing with this one. Okay, let's lower this. Height different is too large. All right, so we're going to have to do a two-tiered field here. So maybe down to like right there. I gotta see this from a bigger perspective. Yeah, and then we can do that one as like a... So we're going to have 3 fields. Okay. Now, in terms of that, I'd much rather lower this down and dig into that far hill there. Maybe do like right there. Yeah, that's a little up there. Yeah, something like that. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. That's a nice little field. We still have our ramp, basically, is what that is. Our last little water area can be right here. We'll put it right here. Okay. Yeah, we'll do there to there to make sure it's in the middle of that. Okay. Relax on our object. Let's see if we can... Just a little too close to that. Okay. Now, how does that look height-wise? Actually, that's pretty good height-wise. Let's go for it. Okay. And now we got just kind of a weird field here in the middle, which we can get rid of. All right, so we have 3 rice fields here, guys, which is great. Let's do a little bit of painting just in the center of this chaos. Come on now. Don't tell me the area is restricted. I just want you to paint over the field that's here. Yeah, because I don't want a stupid field there. All right. And I am sorry. I'm going to have to put... I just have to put something in there. We could put, like, bushes in there, actually. That's kind of nice. Kind of makes sense with what we're doing. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Is it called area restricted? Okay, good. Yeah, it doesn't let us put it in the field itself. Okay, so there we go. We have 3 rice fields. This is not how I thought this would look, to be honest with you. This was a pretty flat area, I thought. And overall, it is actually not bad. It's just when you need a field that has to absolutely be flat, it is a bit of a pain. We're down to 93,000, which means we can't afford our harvester, which means we're screwed. Not quite, though. We can always lease it. If we have to, we can lease it. Really don't want to do that. We'll get water in here to start producing some saplings here in a second. Ideally, at the end of this episode, I would like to have our rice fields planted, and that's what I want to get done. Will they let us borrow more money? No. Okay, so that's fine. We're going to have to lease the rice harvester. This is what it is. Yeah, this is sold land purchase. Oh, yeah. Construction costs. That's got to be from like our rice fields and stuff like that. So yeah, we hemorrhaged quite a bit of cash. Tomorrow we can plant our wet rice, or the month. Actually, we'll probably do the month after that. The only reason for that is because we need time for this to produce some actual stuff for us. So what I'm going to do off camera, I'm going to unload this. I'm going to go pick up the water tank, get that working on saplings, and I'll bring you guys back in next month. That's kind of the plan. All right, it is May, which means we go here. We can plant rice still, which will be ready to harvest in September, which it's a short growth time, honestly. It's not really, there's not really anything else that like you can plant later and then harvest before. Like it really doesn't work with like a crop rotation thing. That would be nice if it did, but that's okay. We're planting rice because this is our rice farmer series. So let's get started with that. Just load up one of these. You can see we have 4 pallets so far, which it may not be enough. If we have to, we can fast forward a little bit of time and hopefully get another pallet out soon. They just spawned a pallet, so it's going to be a while before it gets another pallet, but still. And we can actually just hop right over here and just dive in there. That's fine. We need to get that pump activated. And you can see our money has actually gone up quite a bit. I did several contracts yesterday. Some big plowing and cultivating ones. It took me like 3 hours to do them all, but it was a good way to make some extra cash, which actually might see... How many contracts did I actually do? Statistics, 11. I did 11, so yeah, I did quite a few. Did some mowing ones as well. Are there any good ones out there? That's not a bad one for fertilizing. We do have a fertilizer spreader, so I could go out there and do that. Mowing, that's a pretty good one, actually, for mowing. And then I could even knock out like that one too after I borrow that equipment there. So maybe I'll knock that one out, get that one done. Yeah, I might actually do both of those. Let's go ahead and borrow the items from this one. And then I will accept... What's the 40? Oh, I might as well do that's right next door. Might as well accept that one. And then go back over here and accept that one. Sewing contracts, is there anything good over there? Yeah, and again, contracts I don't want to be our primary source of income. They're good supplemental income to kind of do as we're doing other things. So I'm okay with that. Let's go ahead and flood this field. Beautiful. And now that it is actively working on flooding the field, we can start planting, which I'm going to use GPS, because why not? Steering assist. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Okay. Look at that. We're planting rice, ladies and gentlemen. We are planting rice on our Rice Farmer series, and that is really good news. Yeah. So I am going to get ready to wrap up the episode, because we've already gone pretty long, longer than I typically go for an episode. I feel like I normally try to stick to like 25 minutes-ish, and we're definitely over that. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, okay, that did pretty good. But anyhow, all I'm going to do off camera is I'm going to finish up getting all of our fields planted. I might have to buy some rice saplings. We'll see. Probably, considering... Yeah, I'm going to have to buy probably a couple pallets of them. But that's not a big deal. It just is what it is. So... We'll do that as needed. I don't think they're that expensive. No, they're gonna be down here, aren't they? Under rice. 450 is not bad. They're definitely cheaper than like seeds, and it'll be fine. And then next year, obviously, we'll have enough from our greenhouse because it'll be producing all through the year. That it'll be, you know, it'll be good to go for us to do rice using only our stuff next year. But yeah, I might hire a worker to help out with this as well. But I at least want to probably get some of the outside done, because I think the worker will struggle a little bit with the outside with some of these weird stuff that's going on with this field. But anyhow, yeah, so I think we'll wrap it up there. I'll do maybe a couple more contracts, and next episode we'll hopefully be doing our first rice harvest and kind of go from there. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm excited to build up our farm, make our farm pretty awesome, make some money doing some rice. It's going to be a slow grind for us, but I think it'll be a fun series. I don't know how long the series will last. It might be 10, 20 episodes. We'll kind of see. Yeah, I usually try to play them mostly on modded maps. We just don't have a lot of modded maps yet, so as more modded maps and stuff like that come out, we'll get some more series and stuff like that going and do some different stuff. But for now, we're just working with what we got. So anyhow, if you guys enjoyed, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel, and turn your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.